Hello, welcome to News Now. It's March 17, 2014. I'm Dalton Cracklin, and this is my partner Kelsey Husson. And today's top story is, Russian President Vladimir Putin said Sunday's referendum in Crimea is in line with provisions of international law and with the United Nations Charter, according to a statement issued by the Kremlin on Friday.
Malaysian plane Flight 370 went off course just by a mere 100-plus miles. The plane was also heading in the opposite direction from its intended destination before losing communication with the flight. There were 200-plus people on board, and the plane is still missing.
The well-known freeway shooter Raleigh Castillo was sentenced 16 to 40 years in prison on a terrorism conviction. Raleigh did not harm anyone, but it was forcing people to take different routes to work and forced schools to keep their kids inside for recess.
Michigan's food vendor for prisoners is being fined $100,000 because employees had inappropriate contact with prisoners. The Aramark company was letting prisoners in the kitchen unauthorized to have inappropriate relations with the prisoners and harming the safety and security of both prisoners and inmates. The Aramark company is under investigation, and the issue is still being handled properly.
The television pastor Joel Osteen's church got robbed in Houston, Texas for $600,000 between March 9th and 10th. The $600,000 were in cash, checks, and credit cards from that weekend's donations. The donations are fully insured, and the church is waiting to get the money back from the insurance company.
All Great Lakes have set an ice cover record. The federal government's Great Lakes Environmental Research Lab in Ann Arbor reports that ice spreads across 93.29% of the lake's surface on Saturday. That eclipsed high of 93.1% in 1977.
Kelsey, it absolutely has been one heck of a winter, and I'm ready for it to be over. And now in today's top sports, we'll turn it over to Javin Morrison. Javin, how you doing, buddy?
Thanks, guys. On Sunday, March 9th, 2014, the last grandchild of Henry Ford, the founder of the Ford Company, William Clay Ford, passed. The longtime owner of the Detroit Lions died of pneumonia at age 88 in his home in Grosse Pointe South. The Tigers' opening day is March 31st against Kansas City Royals. The game starts precisely at 1:06 p.m. Ronda Rousey, a UFC fighter that is undefeated in MMA, and boxer Floyd Mayweather are said to have talked about fighting each other. Due to the fact that Ronda has been talking smack about Floyd, they now want to fight. Spring sports have officially started as March 10th. Tryouts started this Monday, and coaches are eager to get season started. These sports include girls tennis, both men's and women's track, boys baseball, girls softball, girls soccer, and men's golf. We're very interested to see how these teams do this season. That's all we have. We'll be back right after this.
They've stormed beaches and freed countries. Protected the weak and defeated the strong. Shown courage and compassion. They've raised our flag and our hope. They've been called leathernecks. They've been called devil dogs. But above all, they're called Marines.
Welcome back to News Now. Dalton's going to start us off with a very sad story.
Ryan Fisher, a Granville senior in Michigan, died in his sleep due to an enlarged heart. His tragic death occurred one day before the high school hockey state semifinals. He was the captain of the football, baseball, and hockey teams. Fisher was to attend the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. He had a 4.0 GPA and was an active member in the society. It is truly a heartbreaking loss for the Granville community. Being a high school hockey player, I really understand the camaraderie that goes into this sport, and it's going to be an awful loss for the Granville community.
A funeral service with special graveside ceremony is scheduled Saturday afternoon at Riverside National Cemetery to honor Walter Ehlers. Walter Ehlers is a Medal of Honor recipient. He died February 19th at 92 years old of kidney failure. Eller got the Medal of Honor for single-handedly taking out enemy gun nests during the D-Day invasion, and he drew fire to himself to save other soldiers. He will be missed.
Kelsey, there's so little Medal of Honor recipients. It's truly a tragedy whenever one is lost.
It is.
Now for today's Marysville High School news, we'll kick it over to Jennifer Rose.
Thanks, Dalton. Seniors, college is around the corner. If you have any questions about scholarships, talk to your counselor or go to the Marysville Counseling Office website. Senior prom is coming in April. This year's theme is based on F. Scott Fitzgerald's novel, Great Gatsby. Seniors, wear your classiest wearing 20s outfits and be at Four Lakes Golf Course at 7 p.m. on the 26th. Marysville High School's 2013-2014 yearbooks are now on sale. They are $70. Please order by March 31st, 2014. And finally, Marysville School District is considering year-round school. Based on surveys whether to implement, you can find information and the survey on the Marysville website. Survey ends March 21st, and we will be back right after this.
Some dreams are universal. Dreams that inspire us. Multiple sclerosis is a devastating disease that changes lives forever. The National MS Society does more for people with MS than any organization in the world. But we can't do it alone. To get involved, visit us online at nationalmssociety.org or call 1-800-FIGHT-MS. This is why we're here. Because nobody dreams of having multiple sclerosis.
Kelsey, I sure am getting excited about prom. What about you?
It's going to be a good time.
And now for today's technological updates, we'll kick it over to Michaela.
Thanks, Dalton. As announced Friday, February 28th, curriculums built entirely on digital services are soon to enter classrooms across the county, with promises from the government to provide high-speed internet connections to 15,000 schools over the next 2 years. Schools across the nation are purchasing tablets and laptops for students, and on Friday, February 28th, President Obama announced $400 million in corporate commitments from software companies Adobe and Prezi, which will donate software to the teachers. Now, a little closer to home, the 18th annual St. Clair County and Engineering Fair was held as usual at St. Clair County Community College, Friday, March 7th through Sunday, March 9th. Students in grades 4 through 12 throughout St. Clair County entered projects for the fair in numerous categories, including earth and space science, physical science, life science, and engineering. Judging took place Friday and ended Saturday. The following Sunday, projects were left up for display for family, friends, and anyone else from the community to observe along with the awards ceremony later that day. We congratulate those who received awards, but also all of the student competitors who were determined to enter the fair in the first place. Maybe one day we'll see one of these student engineers develop the next big social network, such as Facebook. The Facebook industry is talking about buying a drone maker for $6 million. It may seem like an unusual buy for the social network, but Facebook could use these high-altitude flyers to beam down web connections to isolated communities. If only there was a drone that could magically cure an Alzheimer victim. However, there is hope of a development for a cure because researchers have discovered a blood test is capable of detecting Alzheimer's in younger patients. The test is 90% accurate, and the test could support the slowing down or stopping of the disease. And now back to Dalton.
It's really great to hear that they're doing something about Alzheimer's. I think it's about time.
It is, for sure.
And now for today's entertainment, we'll bring it over to Ryan.
Thanks, Dalton. Although Valentine's Day has come and gone, love is in the air for two well-known celebrities. Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez may be back together after spending in the single crowd. Justin posted an Instagram video of the two performing a love dance to John Legend's Ordinary People and later deleted it. The time that the video was captured is unclear, but one of Justin's newer tattoos can be seen on, so there is a possibility that the pop sensation and Disney Channel actress may be together again. From celebrity fans to comic fans. After 47 years, Kevin Smith is continuing the Batman TV series and comic books. The first show will be on air and the first comic book will be on the stands May 21st. The show follows the episode of the 1966 Batman TV show that featured the two heroes by bringing the Hornet and Kato into the world of DC's current Batman 66 spin-off from the show. The big screen, however, meets a brand new film. 300 Rise of an Empire is rising to the top spot in the box office, making a total of $132 million in sales. This new chapter of the saga brings the action to a new battlefield as a Greek general attempts to unite all of Greece. Now don't wait too long to go see this epic movie in theaters. Speaking of stories, here's one that won't leave you stranded on a hotel roof in Vegas. President Obama made an appearance on a show hosted by Zach Galifianakis called Between Two Ferns, in which the president demonstrated that he had quite the sense of humor. He made jokes about he cannot run for a third term, in which he said to Galifianakis, "Actually, I think it's a good idea. If I ran a third time, it would be sort of like doing a third Hangover movie. Didn't really work out very well, did it?" It is nice to see that the man in charge of our country can get in a few zingers and make people chuckle. Now back to Dalton and Kelsey.
Thank you, Ryan. Kelsey, would you like to see a one-man wolf pack lead our country?
Oh, yes, for sure.
Thank you for watching News Now. I'm Dalton Cracklin and my partner Kelsey Husson. Have a good day.